We are live. That was a great way to open.
I know. That's how many days been.
You right before we went on, Jonathan said he is overstimulated and he is dissociating.
Yeah, I am.
So I asked him where he was going, and then he farted.
And I may come and go throughout this episode.
Come and go where?
Come and go from
Into
here.
wherever you're traveling to.
Yeah, little what's that guy? Parallel universe of the asshole.
Are you jealous that I have sunglasses on?
No, happy for you.
You're happy for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's everything.
See, if you said you were jealous, I was going to give them to you, but since you're not jealous, I'm not going to give them to you. What I am going to do is eliminate that word from my vocabulary. Every time I say it, I would like for you to punch me in the face and send me off screen.
Okay.
Don't do that. Just give me a little, like, one of these. Little.
You want to finger fuck you on tits?
Yeah.
Finger fuck your tits.
If I say the horrible if I do that, I didn't put my European Wax Center affiliate link in there.
Why not?
Because I was pulling up some other things that I wanted to share. So what do you think we should share first with the gang? You want me to share a comedian with you? Do you think that's a good way to open? With the gang? You guys my gang?
You guys are gang?
You guys my crew?
Hey, gang.
Do you feel more intimate with me if I take my glasses off? If I take the hat off?
Hey, gang.
If I loosen up?
Look,
I'm going to start to bring up the heavy cocks that I've been seeing.
I never even started one of my classes that way. Hey, gang. Come on, gang.
You have? No, you started a class?
No, I have not. Always guys. Even when pressure started being put on teachers not to use like a he and she pronouns, not to assume. I'd be like, guys, come on. Guys, shut up.
It's so New York. I feel like in New York, everyone says, hey, guys. And then and then there's that one annoying person that's like, we're girls or we're ladies here.
Well, I coached girls basketball and girls volleyball. And I called them all guys. I was at a roller derby match.
Did they love it?
They love me. I was a great coach. But I was at a roller derby match, and there's this fucking, I don't know her name. And if I did, I would say I'm not afraid of her. But she's huge. She's my size. And I was like hanging a light bulb, and it was 11 o'clock at night after a 6-hour event. And they're walking out, and this person goes, good night, John. All right. I go, all right, take care, dude. And then I couldn't even see who it was. Like 15 seconds later, I'm on a ladder. Someone's tapping my leg. Oh, John, I'm not a dude. Oh, okay.
Anybody can be a dude.
I'm like, okay, good to know. No. Important to know. I'm not a dude. I'm like, okay. Thank you very much.
I mean, I call girls dudes all the time. Hey, dude, what's up, dude?
I call everybody dude.
That's New York. That's the fun thing about New York. I love it to be called a guy. If you call me a guy, if you call me he, I'm not going to be offended.
Well, here's the thing. You are whatever I want you to be in my mind. And that's the end of the fucking conversation right there. That's the end. There's nothing you can do about it. If I want you to be a fucking dude, that's it. That's what you are to me. That's what you are.
You're going on that. Remember that show, Hey Dude?
No.
Hey Dude? Nickelodeon?
No. How many times did I say no?
Okay. Well, that's like
fucking 3 times.
It's like a grandparent that's like, Sugarfoot.
Why didn't you just take the lighter and away from me?
Because you handed it.
I know. I was trying to light it. You took it away.
I didn't know we were security smoking joints just this early. Why don't we wait till I share the screen, and then we'll be tiny. We'll mute our mic, and we'll pretend like you guys can't see us smoking and fighting.
We're not fighting.
I'm joking. It's a joke. It's just a little joke. All right. So I'm going to play a comedian that is good, that is been accepted into the Hudson Valley Comedy Festival, and his name is Boris. Why are you doing that?
Because that's
Why
what I
are
do.
you
'Cause
mimicking your partner, your podcast?
I'm not
partner.
mimicking my partner.
No, you are. You are.
No,
That's literally what
but
you
it
do.
wasn't for you though.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Who was it for?
I
The
was-
guy you've never seen before?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nice try. Nice fucking try.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that I was talking and you started going.
I don't know why I did that. I think because I was mad about you telling me not to play the joint.
I asked if we could maybe hold.
Yeah, well, I know you took it away from me without saying anything first. And now I knew your real motives.
Okay. I'm going to screen share. And I'm going to go to, where is this guy? Do we have him? Do we have Boris? Boris, where's Boris? I don't think we have Clueless.
You had him queued up. I saw
I
it.
thought I had him queued up. Window.
You definitely did. It's probably a different window.
No.
He was there, man. I saw it.
Oh, man, I messed that up.
You want to start over?
Thought I had this guy.
You want to start over?
Start over the live stream.
Whole live stream just
The
covered.
whole
Like,
live
telling
stream.
you
I don't
didn't
think
have
that's
him.
the thing about being live is
I don't know. He's looking at
you're
you.
live. Here he is. Okay, so here's over here.
He's at the
I'm gonna
dojo.
make him his own. Yeah, he's at the dojo. Let's try one more time with the shift.
This is our
S.
dojo.
Let's get this guy. Where is he? Do you see Boris? Fuck.
See, when I have my setup, I'm gonna have 2 monitors.
Oh, you're so cool with your 2 monitors and all your millions of dollars and your roller rink that you own.
I don't have millions.
You're
of
so
dollars.
fucking cool. Yes, you do.
They're in the into the ring.
In your net worth? Meet this guy. I got him up, guys. Here we go. Last time. Podcast number 3. I'm gonna click share screen. Where's this motherfucker? Here he is. Boris. Okay. His also shares audio.
Does he have an accent?
Share.
He looks like yeah.
That was the last time everybody texted me. I had friends immediately. They're like, Boris, we just watched Chernobyl. Are you okay? Is your family okay? And like, if you don't know, I'm from a city called Odessa, which is the very south of Ukraine. Chernobyl's in the very north of Ukraine, by the capital, Kyiv. It's a big country. And then over quarantine, I finally watched Chernobyl, and I'm like, oh my God, am I okay? That shit is traumatizing. I mean, not to worry. I've been to the doctor. All 3 of my balls are exactly where they're supposed to be. I feel good. I don't like the war, you know, obviously, as a Soviet immigrant, I hate to see Vlad on Vlad cry, and it's never good. All my friends that live in Jersey are like, you're crazy for living in New York. Like, what if war breaks out, you know? Like, New York's definitely going to be a target. And I have to warn you, as a Soviet immigrant who knows how things work over there, yeah, they might fire a nuke and aim it at New York, but they also might end up hitting Jersey. They're not that good. You know what I mean? They're not so good at this. I will say one thing that I'm ready for with a kid. One thing that I learned when I was a baby. Okay, this is completely true. When my mom gave birth to me in Ukraine, her friend also gave birth to her baby Michael, and her friend could not breastfeed. And you know where this is going, because they don't have formula in Ukraine. And my mother's a saint. That's right, she breastfed me and her friend's baby Michael, who I of course refer to growing up as my best friend Michael. We were best friends the whole time in Ukraine. Up until 7 years old, my family moved to America. He and his mom moved to Germany. We stayed best friends over pen pal. WhatsApp came out. We were best friends on WhatsApp. And then I got married a few years ago, and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't seen my best friend Michael in over 20 years. I'm gonna invite him to my wedding. What an amazing opportunity to reconnect, right? I invite him. He flies all the way from Germany to Brooklyn for my wedding. For the first time in over 2 decades, I see my best friend Michael. And this motherfucker is 6'2". Do you know how tall I would have been if he wasn't siphoning off of my shit? I'm not saying 6'2", but like 5'5.5". I wouldn't be out here counting halves if you didn't steal half my nutrients. I'm gonna teach you how important that is, you know? and teach you kids about real socialism, okay? Them titties is the people's titties over there. That's what happens. Titties of the world unite, are the signs they put in the windows. I've had a wild couple years. Did anybody else start a year ago off with 2 grandmas and now not so much? Everybody else down to grandma? I know, they're talking about the lumber market going crazy. The grandma market is wild right now. I'm down to grandma. This is the craziest part. Boy, you guys get down when you talk about grandmas dying, don't you? Weird. It's my grandma. This is the craziest part. My grandma died a year ago, not even from COVID. How fucked up is that? It's like my uncle died on 9/11, but he was just drunk driving in Staten Island. You know what I mean? COVID stolen valor. It's fucked up. This is the worst part. So this is completely true. My 86-year-old grandma died, not even from COVID. I have a 95-year-old grandma who's made it through the whole 2 years, still kicking, and she is so jealous of the one that died. She wants to go so bad, and the whole world is like, we must protect her. I wear a mask around her. She's like, take that off, you pussy. Take an international flight and spit in my mouth, please. Mama burned me in COVID. She wants to go, you know. My uncle just got COVID. He's Republican, so he's keeping it. Very cute, right? I did realize, you know who was saved by COVID? Nobody realized this, but you remember Leonardo DiCaprio was just a hair away from getting canceled before COVID? Some of you don't remember, but I know when I described it, they had a graph, and it was Leonardo DiCaprio's age, and you know, it looks the way that someone's age. Oh, now you remember, right? Because it's going around. It looks the way someone's age looks in the graph, and it was the age of the woman that he's sleeping with. And it goes from like 22 to 25, and then it drops back to 22, and it goes over to 28. It looks like a pulse in a hospital bed. And they're trying to shame Leo, because if you don't know, he's like 50 years old, and he's just habitually dating women in their 20s. And that's right. Well, they're trying to shame him because they're like, I'll admit, it's a little creepy. A guy that is 50 years old is habitually sleeping with women in their 20s. That's a little bit creepy. But you know what else is a little creepy? Researching everyone Leonardo DiCaprio's ever fucked, putting it into an Excel spreadsheet, and boosting your creepy fucking graph. That's pretty creepy. And having a minding your own business. I think we're very confused because we're very concerned about like power disparities now, right? That's the thing, is like, what's the power dynamic? But we haven't like worked out the logic. We draw a line at 18 because that's how the law works, right? Well, I think we can improve on it. If we're really concerned about power disparity, I think we should take the age of consent and we should add an IQ of consent. Who's with me on this? That's where the real power disparity lies, right? Some of you are with me, some of you are uncomfortable because you're fucking somebody you shouldn't under these new rules. I'm tough but fair. 20 IQ points above below. That's who you should be allowed to fuck. 20 IQ points, 30 IQ points below you, that is borderline bestiality as far as I'm concerned. We don't ID the goat before we let you fuck it. We just say, don't fuck the goat, okay? Don't fuck the goat. If you're a Mensa, you're only fucking other people in Mensa, okay? Don't you dare take advantage of the rest of us. If you don't know what Mensa is, don't worry about it. Jersey. It's a good tag. It feels good to say. I'll say this. My wife and mom both just watched the documentary My Octopus Teacher. Has anyone seen this? Do you eat octopus since watching that? No. No? They're both like, I don't want to eat octopus. They're too smart. Which is like, first of all, I don't know if you guys know this, but octopus eat octopus. That's right. They're smart enough to know they're delicious. You know what I mean? But also, why is intelligence the thing you even use to determine whether you eat it or not? I think it's much more appropriate, clearly, to determine whether you fuck it or not. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is either I'm eating the octopus or I'm fucking it. I do not have enough empathy to avoid both. So you're skeptical. I'm sorry, that octopus could satisfy 8 of us at once. You know what I mean? It is both physically capable and intellectually capable. I understood that documentary correctly. Like 7 octopus, this whole room gets off. You know what I mean? Maybe an 8 octopus to check my math. But we're good. All right, you guys are fun. Thanks a lot. I'm more excited.
What'd you think of Boris?
I thought he was funny. I thought he had some pretty good jokes.
I loved how he shared. Here, I'm trying to pass this to you. I love how he shared his milk, his mom's nursing milk, with his friend, and then he sees his friend, and his friend is so huge, and he's like, "What did he say he was 5'5" or something?"
Yeah, his friend was 6'2".
That's pretty sad. So he's going to be in the Hudson Valley Comedy Festival,
He's
which
great. He's very
is taking
funny.
place January. I should make a banner for that. January 12th through the 14th.
I like his voice too. I thought he
in
had a great voice.
Peekskill. He did have a good voice. He had a great voice.
I thought his timing was good.
Great voice. Yeah, I gotta make some new banners about the fest.
You got the smoke right in my face.
Okay, I'm sorry. So that was Boris. So he was part of our content for 10 minutes.
Thanks, Boris.
And he was a teaser for the Hudson Valley Comedy Festival, which I'm thinking about rebranding.
Before it happens.
Well, before I launch it with sponsors and with first ticket sales, because I'm thinking, should I call it Laugh Skill because it's Peekskill? Should I call it
No
Laughing Skill?
No. You should call the fucking Hudson Valley Comedy Festival. Is what you should fucking call it. That's what you've been calling it. What the fuck is wrong? You're gonna change it now?
I have a good reason.
Okay.
There's this thing called Nashkill that's every summer that draws 1,000 people. And I was thinking, what if I just branded myself after this Nashkill, which already has Jack Daniels and all these sponsors, and I just basically like use the same fonts as them and everything. And it's just because it's happening at like the same places. And the guy told me about it, and I was just like, okay, I want to tap into that vibe. Give me that vibe. Give me that. I don't need to recreate the wheel here. So
you want to call
jokes kill,
laugh kill,
jokes kill, joking skill.
I don't know. I would say maybe think this whole thing through.
I know, and I've been thinking it for too long. And he wants something stat.
Who's he?
John from Gleason's. He wants for making an announcement. I like how you got all like you're so hyper vigilant. Want to talk about that for a second?
You talk about.
We've had a few moments.
It's your show.
That's not my show. It's our show. It's actually you named the show.
I know that.
Why did you name the show Get Rich or Cry Dying?
No, the whole thing. You see that? You should have queued that up. My video.
You should have queued.
Well, I didn't know you were going to bring it up.
You could have queued anything up when we were in the planning stages, and I was writing stuff on the mic thing device? That I could come up with, huh?
What I could have queued up? Well, I don't need media on this computer. You could have
said, "Hey, babe, put up this." Hey, babe.
I didn't know you were going to ask me that. I didn't know we were going for the whole hypervigilance.
Okay, but if you want to cue something up, or if you're thinking about something queued up, don't throw me under the bus on our show that I should have had it queued up.
Okay, you know what? It was not worth saying it.
What was the faggiest acting teacher that you had? Because you went to acting school, right?
Yeah, I didn't have any faggy acting teachers, but I did.
Who was the faggiest? It could be a girl. I had. It's just
like we
call them dudes.
Well,
that word means something totally.
Let me just say, I had to take a dance class.
Okay.
And most of my acting training took place outside of college. It was private. It was a private coach, and just through experience and trial and error, and then directing, like theater directing, stuff that I learned in college, and I also had to take dance because it was the whole program. And that guy was a flaming flamer, but I fucking loved him. I loved the guy. He actually got me like to feel like I could because part of the dance class was some of it was in the classroom and some of it was in the actual dance studio with other dance teachers in there teaching, and it was scary. And I told him I was scary, and he was like, "Oh, you know what? You can be fine. Look at you. You're gonna move so great. Oh my god!" And that was all it took.
Did he touch you?
When I was dancing, he did, but not in an inappropriate way.
Did he do wide hands?
He wasn't miming.
And on your chest? Did he do? If I were him, I would have done upper and lower back at one point. Oh, just a little adjustment, just a little, just make your posture.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're molesting me.
No, I'm fixing your posture.
Okay. Get Rich or Cry Dying. He was cool though.
So if you had to dance, Get Rich or Cry Dying,
Yeah.
what would that look like without? You don't have to dance.
It would
Obviously.
look like, so there'd be some fucking dope EDM, right? And it would be like a 17-minute build up to the beat drop.
Great job.
We'd knock the set over. No, there would be this huge long build up to the beat drop, right? And then,
Like the exit in Webster Hall back in the day, where you'd be like doing your figure eights forever, and you're just doing those figure eights. You're like, okay, I'm gonna figure eight in the other direction. Okay, I'm gonna do a wide figure eight. Okay, I'm gonna figure eight around my friend. Yeah, she's rolling.
yeah.
She's on that ecstasy. Okay,
You know what?
and it keeps going, right? And it's like you're just waiting to go crazy, right? But you just have to keep figure eighting.
And then it goes down even lower when you think the beat's gonna drop, if they're really good at it. And it gets even lower. And I know then when you're like, you give up, it goes crazy.
There's a good I want to cut to it. There's a good
Get attitude up.
Jesus
That's my fall again.
Babe, that's if I was listening, I would be like, fuck you guys and your fucking mic. But it's okay. We're all right. We still have a lot of love in our hearts. Right?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try not to bump the table again.
You know what?
See how my legs are fucking stuck here.
Can I just say that you are a trooper because you are you are sitting on basically like for you what I would consider like an oversized kids playing block.
That's pretty much what it is, yeah.
And that's your seat because you're so tall. Like it's like how I would have to stand on the little step ladder if I wanted. If we were doing a standing picture.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So you brought up the last episode about me sneaking off and going to House of Yes.
Awesome.
And I didn't get to say anything at all.
Yeah, you didn't?
No. Not one thing, not one comment. And I felt robbed. Because I had a couple funny stories.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to tell the story of the wait, did we do the story? Never mind, we did the story. No, we didn't get to do it. Did we do the thing about the Long Island soccer mom?
No, we didn't. We teased it in outside of the rink and whether you actually, I mean, maybe we did, but I was really high. So I don't know. I think that anybody who's watching would love to hear it again because I still don't know if you really did I truly don't. If you called her a Jew bitch or if it was a Long Island.
There's your thumbnail.
Coca-Cola.
Jew bitch question mark.
Because as you say, Jonathan's, and I should make a banner that says this too. Jonathan always says, "You never know with me." And you know how there's those people in your life that and if you get pulled over by a cop or you're in a situation you just don't know what they're going to do, you have no idea what's going to happen. It could go really good or it could go really bad and you just don't know.
Yeah.
So if you were provoked, I feel like at that point I'm like, he has autism, he has Tourette's, like you could say whatever you want.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do, right? You know.
So tell me the story.
Okay, well, which one do you want to hear? Do you want to hear about the girl who mistakenly hit on me, or the woman who ruined my very first karaoke experience? That was my very first. Well, yeah, let's call it my first karaoke experience. Which one do you want to hear?
Is the karaoke experience? Is that recently at the House of Yes?
Yeah.
So was House of Yes having karaoke?
They did have karaoke the night that I went. I told you. I was trying to tell you that.
So they had it that night that you went and you blocked me and you didn't come and pick me up or tell me that you were
this
going.
Is when I knew this was going to happen.
Away.
Forget it. I don't want to do it now.
You said you snuck away, right? And you did mushrooms.
I didn't get to tell the story the last time, and now we're doing the same thing. How are you not going to
tell the story? I'm just trying to figure out all the details. If there was an after party with karaoke in Long Island with a Jewish lady because you were on shrooms and you wound up in Long Island with some Jewish lady doing karaoke, or if House of yes, had karaoke. So they had karaoke.
Yeah.
All right. And then did you sign up for a song?
Yeah.
Was it those Ice Ice Baby or
No,
what was it? What song?
it was. I don't want to tell the story now. It was Paradise City,
Okay.
and I did it with another guy, and she thought I held the mic too long, and came and grabbed my arm and told me to give the mic to her boyfriend.
She Kanye'd you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Kanye did.
Well, who was her boyfriend? Was her boyfriend on stage with you?
Yeah, he was the guy who was doing.
Oh, so she wanted to see. So you guys had to pass the mic back and forth?
No, he didn't want the fucking mic. That's the whole thing. As soon as we went up there, I said, "Do you want to hold the mic?" He said, "No, you got."
He was British.
Yeah, so he said he didn't want to hold it, right?
Also.
Then there's 16 fucking verses to fucking Paradise City, and the chorus repeats itself over and over again, right? So after the first verse, take me down
To the paradise city where
so
the grass is
I don't
green and the
need
girls are pretty.
to look
Oh, won't you please take me home?
right. So you knew that from memory. You didn't have to look at the fucking teleprompter to cue you. Neither did I.
Mhm.
So I look out. This was the first time I looked up at the crowd, and there's this woman there, and she's going like that.
She's trying to light you.
And I'm thinking,
Who the fuck are you, you
I'm
dumb bitch?
I'm thinking, oh my god, what social cues am I missing right now that I should not be missing? That I'm not understanding. What am I not?
But also, don't I get to finish my song?
Well, this is very early on. This is at the beginning of the song.
So was she trying to tell you you're not singing well? Was she?
I
Or could
didn't-
she have been gesturing to him?
No, I'm gonna build.
Right, okay.
You already know the outcome. So
Okay.
so we get to the second verse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the chorus could take me, so I don't need to look at the thing. So, but what I'm thinking was that she was telling me to look at the screen because she didn't want the song to get fucked up by us fucking the song. I don't know.
Or maybe she wanted him to look at the screen?
No, it was definitely me. She was fucking 100%. So I look again, the second time. I look out of the crowd, and she's like those guys on the runway. They're directing planes, and she's going like this, waving to the fucking side. So I'm getting scared because I
wish I was there.
I don't pick up on social cues oftentimes.
I wish I was there. This is why you should have had me there.
And I was
been
so
your protector.
So then I look up at the screen, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking do it. But it gets so boring because it just gets boring looking at the screen. And the old people, what are you up there doing?
You don't have to look at the screen. You do whatever the fuck you want, but also you get to finish your song. What is she doing? Like she drunk. So she's drunk
then
and
she's drunk and
bossy.
so again, third verse. There's 5 verses to this song. Third verse, same thing. Chorus comes. I look, but she's not where she was anymore. She's right fucking next to me. Grab my arm. She goes, "Excuse me, I think your time holding mic is over, and it's time for you to pass the mic to someone else." And I said, "Okay." I said, I went to the guy. I'm like, he's like, I said, I didn't think you did. And then so the karaoke guy's like, sit the fuck down and get off the fucking stage.
To her.
Yes. And
was that a gay person?
Yeah, was that
or a transgender person?
I think maybe both.
Well, so it was a tranny. So transgender.
I don't know. He was very nice. So or she or whatever. But now that was done. I mean, I was done. I did not want to be up there anymore.
You're on shrooms, and also, so there's that, right? So
right,
now you're like, is this really happening?
So now I was.
Is she really being as harsh, or am I just on shrooms and this feels like the worst thing that's ever happened to me? Am I the asshole? Who looks like the asshole? Was I singing? No, she was. So you never did call her Jew bitch? You never called her anything?
I called her a soccer mom from Long Island.
Oh, so you got to after you got off stage and it kicked in.
I was like,
you were pissed.
Yeah, I went.
Like
really I went to the karaoke.
This was my night to escape my girlfriend, and you.
You still find a way to make this all about you.
Funny, that's called a fucking callback. It's so funny.
I think
how dare she? I'm the only one who's allowed to ruin your nights.
Yeah, so then I go to karaoke guy or whatever. you know what? That I said that soccer mom. No, I said that bitch soccer mom from Long Island ruined my night. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that was cool.
I do want to touch on that fact. Ruined, right? No, don't
So
let
then,
it-
wait, my night got worse.
right? Because you decided it was ruined.
No,
Right?
no. I decided I was gonna go smoke a J and go home, right? Because it was getting late. So I go right outside the door of karaoke. It's outside, it's raining, but I'm under this thing, right? And I see these two, you know, they're dressed to go, so they're dressed nicely, way younger than me, women, walking in my direction. And then one of them is staggering because they're drunk. And I definitely don't want either one of them to come talk to me. But as fate would have it, one of them comes up, she goes, excuse me, are you German? And I said, no, I'm not.
A Polish baby.
I did say that, actually. I did say I'm
Of
Polish.
course
Yeah.
you fucking did. And if they asked you to hang out, you would have fucking probably hung out.
Can I finish?
This is your night away from your girlfriend.
So she goes, oh, I think I have the wrong guy. And I'm like, I'm sorry. She goes, my girlfriend wanted me to go set her up with a guy wearing a hat who's German, but you're not German. I picked the wrong guy. And I said, it's okay. And then which I would have been fine, like honest mistake, like, but then the other one had to come over and make this whole fucking to do out of how I'm not the right guy. Like I get it. I'm not the right guy. Let me just fucking walk off humiliated in peace. You know what I mean? Like, why does this now have to become a fucking conversation? And then the right guy, who's like 10 feet to my right, when it all gets a look at me, they're all nodding, like, yeah, we know we're the right guy. You're the wrong guy. Right? Everybody knows, we all figured it out.
How hot was the right guy?
So
how hot did the right guy look like? He's like, you know, he could be in the Barbie movie.
No, because I when it became that big of a deal, I got annoyed and I went to the original girl. I said, listen, for the record, I'm way hotter and have a bigger dick than that guy. And I walked off.
You said that?
Yes.
You said that.
I did. Fucking said it. It's God's honor. That's what I believed.
I can't believe you said that.
Why?
Because I don't want you to tell anybody that you have a big dick. My secret.
I was embarrassed.
And to even bring up your dick to another woman feels like
you
cheated on me. Found out about. That's an interesting night that I could have known about a lot sooner.
I would have told you on the last
No,
episode.
I know, but I didn't want to know because I was mad at you for going out without me. So it's like, no, you don't get to tell me your cool adventures and people ruining your night.
Yeah,
of course, wherever he goes, people are ruining his night.
No,
just go and
that's not true.
I go out and I just have this belief that like there's going to be open parking spots for me. Everybody's going to love me. Guys are going to be clamoring to get near me. Guys are secretly writing their phone numbers on, $100 bills.
Secretly, why?
Secretly, just.
What are they hiding from?
You. Everyone's hiding from
Oh,
you.
me? Oh, this is while we're together. You're having this fantasy. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, by the way, I'm way hotter.
No.
I have a way bigger dick. Why are you bringing up your dick?
Because the fucking okay, it was her friend. Okay. Then it was the real guy, his best friend, and some other girl. So there's 5 fucking people that are all having a big fucking laugh over me being the wrong fucking guy. And I was like I said, if the first girl had just figured it out, and I'm like, okay, no problem. And I was walking away. I was walking away. It was like with Jesse Justice getting us arrested in fucking almost arrested, coming home from a party.
Oh God,
There's 5 of us in the car.
you're just
Matt Madonna is driving, and he's bombed out of his fucking mind. I mean, like he had just chugged a pint of compliments 15 minutes before we got in the car. So maybe blood alcohol hadn't spiked yet. But he gets pulled over. And then we have this guy with us named Jesse Justice, who's out of his fucking mind crazy. And he's got a cleft palate, really bad. I can say this because he's dead now. He can't hurt me. You just talk like this, man. Because his top lip was all fucked up. And it was just funny. We all used to imitate him. But we also hang out with him too. Anyways, long story short, Cop does the whole on the side of the road. What are those tests called? Sobriety test. Does
test.
all, walk in a straight line, lift your foot, touch your nose, say the alphabet backwards, and Matt fucking passes all of them. I mean, I have no idea how he's very athletic. Yeah, we were all shocked. Shocked. He walks back to the car. Officer hands him his license as he gets in the car. Says, take it slow, get home safe, go right home. Matt looks at it, goes, thank you, officer, happy new year. Now, it's like March or fucking something like that, right? So the cop stops and looks at him, like, for a second, and then smiles and realizes as Matt's joking, and he turns to walk away. And Jesse, who's sitting in the middle of the back seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rolls the window down and sticks his head out the window after the cop has passed his window and the trunk. Officer, dude, come back. Come here. I gotta talk to you.
Oh my
He's like, dude, I am fucked up right now. I'm on.
Clearly, you just called the officer.
He's like, I'm on meth. I'm on weed. My friend Matt's doing me a favor. He's taking me home. Now he was just drinking beer. That's all he did all night long. And Chad Perlman,
he worked up this whole speech.
And Chad Perlman goes like this. He hits the fucking switch on the window and goes, and the window just goes, he goes, hey, yo, Jesse, you didn't need to say that, man. And we just fucking drove off. He just fucking went back to the car.
It's like, oh my god, how could you do that?
But it's just like,
but that's what I was talking about though. That person though, like, you don't know what they're gonna say. I'm not saying you would do that, but like, he was a wild card in his own way, right?
And I want to say something,
right?
Yes.
This guy, there's people that when they're on stuff are wild cards, like you don't know what they're gonna.
And last thing I'll say about all this, Chad Perlman, who I was kind of we were friends, but we weren't super close.
Did Chad Perlman see this, or he's dead?
He's alive. And when my dad died,
Chad Perlman.
When my dad died, he was the only person of all the people that I knew growing up.
That's recent.
From anything.
That's very recent.
That called me to see how I was doing. Chad
Perlman.
He's the only guy, and so like I don't think so. Okay, I'm not sure.
I'm giving him like the hi,
but
Chad
when
Perlman,
I talk to
like
him,
maybe
man,
I have a friend for you, Chad Perlman.
He's a very cool guy, and
cool guy.
And I was really grateful. It meant a lot to me. So if this ever gets goes, if anybody ever sees it, they're gonna know Chad Perlman's a good guy.
Yeah, Chad Perlman got a lot of play on today's podcast. So another thing I wrote down that I wanted to talk about was the movie Clueless. Do you remember that movie? Alicia
Silverstone, right?
Yeah, she is like a mom on some show that Fiona was watching, and I was like, that's Alicia Silverstone. And anyway, so we wound up watching Clueless.
It wasn't Silverstein?
Silverstone.
All right.
She was in the Aerosmith music videos. She was like everywhere. She was so fucking hot. Like she was so hot, and she had it going on.
Was that Ty Blyther?
I'm gonna say, and it was so ahead of its time. I just wanted to show you. I'm gonna screen share because I think that Clueless was so ahead of its time in like multiple ways. Let's see. This was Clueless the opening. Yeah, this is where I want to play for everybody. Okay.
And I pick out my school clothes.
She's using a touch screen. That's 1995. I mean, it's clear it's not really a touch screen, but she is. That idea was
so
there. It's so ahead of itself.
Well, probably the rich people already had this stuff.
Did that, you think?
Daddy's a litigator.
I love how she calls him
scariest
Daddy.
kinds of lawyers.
Daddy. I love
him. And Daddy is so good, he gets $500 an hour to fight with people. He fights with me for free because I'm his daughter. Daddy!
Cher, please don't start with the juice again.
Daddy, you need your vitamin C.
Where's my briefcase?
It's been a couple months now. So
Daddy. Okay. So that's
those brain dead lowlifes.
Okay. So that's that. So I think it was ahead of its time because it had the touch screen.
Yeah, it's that tech.
And then in a more not so innocent way, I think, Jonathan, and you're the genre hacker, okay?
Uh-huh.
You're always talking about, propaganda and porn propaganda.
Like messaging.
You talk about this stuff all the time. You do.
Mhm.
And so I think this whole, everybody knows Whitney Cummings did jokes about, tons of people are doing jokes about the whole like stepbrother, stepsister.
Yeah, that's a psyop.
Stepbrother,
Some
stepsister.
Alex Jones shit right there. That's the CIA trying to dismantle the American family under the Hillary Clinton regime.
So Clueless.
Am I wrong?
Here we go.
Was that a delusional statement? Sounds like he's prematurely ejaculating.
Beautiful.
Just let him talk.
And well, what?
You think I'm beautiful?
You know you're gorgeous. All right.
Cusack wannabe.
I love
Popular
Paul Rudd.
and
Popular.
and
John Cusack wannabe.
but this is not why I come here. This is a good learning experience for me.
Can never pull up. We like Gross Point Blank.
Mel, I want to help out Mel. Yeah, he's the only one who cares about me.
That's not true.
He's not? Are you saying you care about me?
Josh.
Oh wow.
A little stepbrother, stepsister.
It's happening. That was the beginning right there.
They're still making out, guys. So ahead of its time. 1995, they were already doing the stepbrother.
Yeah.
I think they started it. I think I discovered who started it, and that's what's this is gonna be the viral clip. What started the incest stepbrother, stepsister porn genre? It was Clueless.
You know what? That's really interesting.
Paul Rudd and Alicia Silverstone.
What I find fascinating about that is that while you were thinking about this sometime within the last couple days, I imagine you had the thought.
You were doing shrooms and not hooking up with girls that were looking for a guy that wasn't you?
No, that was like 2 weeks ago, first of all. And secondly,
It was like 9 days ago.
I was also thinking about like the genesis of some sort of porn related thing. And I have a theory about the foot fetish.
Okay.
And where it comes from. And I would like to play this live.
This is where we would have to share.
No, I'm going to play it in the mic. You're going to hear a voice.
Okay.
Is that no good?
It's
not a video.
I don't know how that sounds when you play it from your phone into the mic.
Well,
Awesome.
maybe we'll
You're
do
improving. Let's see what
okay.
Do what you want.
Okay, I'm going to do what I want. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm doing. So here we go.
Unprecedented times.
Tell me.
I know. Don't you feel so frazzled when you're like trying to get it up?
13 or 14 times a
sorry.
month.
Hold on.
Oh God.
This is my theory.
Larry Flint has impacted both the size and collective consciousness of
Lower,
America's
lower.
fetish community. And in terms of fetishes, he's responsible specifically for the evolution of the foot fetish. When Hustler came out of the gate and you had these fucking smoking hot chicks with these beautiful pussies in your face and tight legs and perfectly shaped asses and fucking awesome tits, there was a learning curve for men. Guys would buy a copy of Hustler at Stewart's or some such place and then go home and look at their wives. And in many cases, they would look down because in their head, they'd be picturing some hot fucking Hustler model getting it up the ass or whatever. And while feeling that arousal, would simultaneously observe their wives' feet. And so that became a way to praise them without, feeling like a liar after having seen the Hustler models. It's very hard to tell your wife that she's the sexiest woman you've ever seen when all sudden out of nowhere, you're getting a monthly issue of Hustler arriving in a brown paper bag. And you're getting a monthly issue of Hustler that you're whacking it to 13 or 14 times a month. Hustler wasn't doing feet at this time. So while he is directly responsible for the genesis of the foot fetish Larry Flint sort of dropped, he created the market but never tapped.
He's afraid of the market, but he never
That was
did.
horrible. I wish I never heard that.
Why?
That just made me feel really depressed.
Why?
About marriage and about you looking at my feet, because I'm like, oh, so you're just thinking about some other fucking pretty person?
It was a joke. It was satire.
No, I think that there's truth in it, right?
Well, there's truth in satire, but it's
Right.
not. It was.
I found it depressing.
Okay, so it's okay to like laugh and poke humor at the genesis of the incest genre, but the foot fetish genres genesis we can't make fun of. Okay.
Well, there's the, like I just said, I feel like every time you're like sexualizing my feet, you're thinking about that. Just means it's a signal that you're thinking about someone else. The stepbrother, stepsister thing had nothing to do with us, really.
This hasn't been fun.
This has been really fun.
No.
I'm having a great time.
I'm glad. I'm so happy for you.
And sometimes, you know what? You make me depressed, and that, like, you're not the only one who gets to be angry and have other feelings besides being perky and happy. I'm also allowed to be like, hey, that just made me feel depressed. You know? I get to also be like, you ruined everything.
I was making a joke.
I was making a joke.
About what?
About how that made me feel.
So you don't. I can hate you.
So the girls that thought you were the right guy for a
Yeah.
second, did they have open toe shoes on?
Oh God, good question. I don't think so. I don't know though.
How tall were they? Were they wearing heels?
Yeah,
Were they stumbling
okay,
around?
let me
on
tell you
heels?
this: they must have had heels on because they were taller than you would expect a girl to be. Like they,
Were they stumbling around on chopsticks? Is what I'm asking you.
I don't know. I didn't really notice. They were on
What
something.
stands out in your mind when you think about those girls? First word.
First
word that comes to mind.
Black.
They're black girls?
No.
They're wearing little black dresses.
All black.
LBDs?
Yeah.
Are they wearing dresses?
Yeah, with shawls and shit like that.
Yeah. Next thing you see when you see the girls.
Shawls.
What was the weather like?
It was raining.
Did they have umbrellas?
I don't think so.
Was their hair curly or straight?
I think one of each. I'm not sure.
What color hair?
I think they were brown.
All brown?
Brownish. I don't know.
Noses.
I don't know. I can't tell you what their nose.
Do they have like Barbara Streisand noses or like Jennifer Aniston noses?
I just remember. Okay. Right.
Or like Kim Kardashian.
No. I just remember thinking that they both had really small faces for like grown-up people. Like it was almost cartoonishly small, their faces.
Like microcephaly.
Yeah. Except no, I don't think I'm familiar with microcephaly. Who is he?
No, it's like a small brain, so they have this small head.
Oh.
Microcephaly.
You rub your boob against me.
Yeah, I'm just also like leaning back so like our viewers can get one last good view of the goods. There's probably some people that aren't even listening to us at all. They're just.
Who do you think that one person is?
They have it on mute. Probably producer Robert. I don't want to look at the comments.
I know.
I'm afraid to look at the comments because they could ruin everything for me.
Why?
That's not the running joke, is that idea of like handing your power over to someone, right? But I feel like if I look at there and there's some like horrible, awful comment, that might make my heart drop. Or if someone's like, I'm outside your house, like that might make that might make me feel scared. Or just is like picking me apart in any way. I don't want to have to think that and feel that.
Yeah, that's why I don't answer my mail.
Don't look at
I don't look at my mail
because you feel like people are coming for you in your mail.
Yeah, people are coming for me everywhere. Everywhere. That's the truth. People are coming for me, and I don't know what to do about it.
Can we call who? If you had to call someone right now at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Who's the most famous person you have on your phone?
I have Robert De Niro's phone number, believe it or not.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Can we call him?
I don't know. No, I don't have it in this
I think
phone.
I might have Artie Lang's number.
I have his phone number.
Should I try to see if Artie Lang's number is still the same?
I did call it and got the answering machine once too, and it was him.
On my phone?
No. This was like 20
Oh,
years
Robert
ago.
De Niro.
Yeah, 20. Hello, leave a message. I'm not home. Leave a message. Hello, I'm not home.
What
Leave a
was it?
message.
Did he give it to you personally?
No. Somebody I went to film school with was a nanny to one of the Harvey Keitel's kids, and they were like best friends. So she had all the numbers. So I looked in her I looked in her thingamajig when
Her Rolodex.
Yeah, because we back in the day it was all on paper. You know what I mean? So there's no passcode or anything. You just open it up and look.
People back in the day used to be so sneaky. Like, you used to be able to get away with like murder, you know? Do you like whipped cream?
Yeah, but not when it's been sitting out for like 2 hours.
It has not been sitting out for 2 hours.
It has.
It's been sitting out for 50 minutes, and I've been eating it
Let me taste it.
Do you know that I've been having this like all through the past podcasting? You didn't see me at all, did you?
No.
There was a time during it where I was going like this, and while you were talking, I was going.
Dude, that's why I like watching them afterwards, because I don't pay attention to any of that.
I don't pay attention to me at all. Right?
No, I'm too busy listening to fucking whatever the fuck you're saying. Trying to think about what it means.
Well, when you're talking, you're not watching me. Deep throat my finger.
No, I'm not.
What do you think about deep throating? Is it all it's cracked up to be, or
No.
it's nothing really special?
Well, here's I'll tell you what I think about deep throating. If someone likes it, like a woman, like in the same way maybe you like to get spanked, right? They could have that, like to get throat fucked. I mean, I know there's people like that or whatever. But from a pleasurable point of view of a guy, it's more of a power dominant thing, and I think that, like, I don't have that need, and I don't really understand it. You know what I mean? To like want to gag someone out or whatever, like, unless they were doing it.
Unless the girl was really into what you're saying.
Yeah, but
it's not like, it doesn't feel so amazing. It's not right. Like the most, like when it's in the back of the throat, that's not like this magic tunnel of like orgasmic, like when it gets in the back of the throat, man. Oh my!
There's almost, if you think about it, there's far less contact with the cock. You know what I mean? It's often well, if you're doing it, it's often dangling, so it's not touching your tongue or the roof of your mouth.
It's down in the back of the throat. But your mouth is the rest is still.
So only half of it. No, I'm saying only the bottom part is getting touched.
Or the middle depends. I mean,
the point is, it's not
depends on the size.
Right.
Distracted, guys.
Well,
we got that segment too.
I mean, I remember one time. I don't know if I should talk about that.
Okay, maybe don't. Then we'll wait till we can add it to our. Oh, I said it. That's the first time, right?
What?
I said the
I don't know.
I hope that is, because you know why? I went almost an hour without saying it.
Good for you.
I really do think that it did. Distracted. I want to add that. Distracted, because I get super distracted, don't I?
You do.
And I've been getting distracted with the dick pics.
Yeah, you've been looking at a lot of dicks
I
lately.
wish I was looking at more, you know. People, they don't be shy. distractedpodcast@gmail.com. Please send them in.
Don't worry, I'm completely okay.
And you're going to be able to re-enter. We're going to start doing where you're going up against one other person every episode, so that it depends on who you go up against, and you can move on.
Right.
Because I felt like even the ones that, you know, weren't the top two, they were that first crop. And I don't know if it's going to continue to be this way, but that first crop was quite an impressive crop of cocks.
How would you rate mine in that? Do you think I could have held my own with that crop?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
You and a few others that are in there and are going to be on episode 2. There's that. I wanted to have all strangers for episode 1, and then before I got a little, but right now it's impressive, and that's what I get. Why I guess there's this weird reverse psychology with guys that normally would send their dick pic to anybody, or they go on chat roulette. I'm thinking I might have to just go on chat roulette and then just screenshot every dick, and then I'll just do a judgment on it. There'll be a name attached to it, and I'll still get to do my show. I mean, I'm doing this show with or without Rosie, with or without consent of the dicks. I'm doing it.
It's happening. I mean, she really believes in this project, folks.
I'm doing it. So
Gang.
it's fun. It's a fun thing to do, and I think that
Do you think it's weird that I'm okay with it? Do you think people think it's weird?
No, I don't think that people think that it's weird.
I think some people would.
I think people think, wow, what a cool girlfriend he has. He should marry her.
Oh,
I think that's what people, right? Isn't that put marry her in the comments below, down below. Give me a 1 in the comments down below if you think he should just put a ring on it. I'm doing Eileen Wilder. Just give me an amen. Is it a yes or is it a yes? Marry her or marry her? What's it gonna be? Should she wear blue or should she wear white when you marry her? You're so lucky.
I'm
You're
dissociating right now.
no, you're realizing. Oh no, I
I'm
can't.
going off in
I
Neverland.
can't lose this amazing young 29-year-old woman. I can't lose her.
Oh my god, you just told your age.
Soon to be 29 in January.
Well, there it is, folks. It's official. I have a girlfriend 20 years younger than me. I'm as bad as Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's why you got saucy at that part of of his jokes. But you were on mute, so you were just like, what? What's wrong with that? But he was going somewhere with it at least, because he reversed it and he said it's more creepy to actually be making a graph of who Leonardo is dating, right?
Yeah, I just think that he should have stuck up for Leonardo instead of just fucking going after the people that went after Leonardo. I thought he did a half-assed attempt at fucking doing that.
Okay, Leonardo, if you're out there, please throw your dick in the ring. Please. You know where you are. And I know I'm a little bit above your age range, but I really, really, really want it. I would feel like I had reached a new level of fame and status if I got to rate Leonardo DiCaprio's dick. And while you're out there, Brad Pitt, you
never know.
Brad Pitt.
Why not?
Fuck Leonardo. Brad, you're the one who I really want. And you know what? During COVID, there was a day where this is when I knew I was kind of going a little crazy.
Yeah.
One day during COVID, I thought to myself, I wonder what Brad Pitt is doing right now. I'm going to write him a letter.
Yeah. I mean, he probably would have been glad to hear from you. You know, one day they'll probably lead a movement called Unleash the Penis, and it'll be this thing where everyone stands up one day and pulls their pants down in unity and in unison at 11 o'clock at 11:11.
Oh, are we okay? So like Opie and Anthony had Whip It Out Wednesday. We're gonna have something that's all about getting distracted. Guys, do you love when your girl gets distracted? Do you love when I get distracted?
By my dick, yeah.
Have you seen me get distracted by other dicks?
Well, you're project. You got your project.
Well, now I got distracted.
Yeah.
But prior to this new project, had I ever gotten distracted?
I'd never seen it.
For another
I'd
day?
never seen you distracted.
I've never seen it. There is the footage on my Instagram. Why are you doing that? Why are you okay? Why are you just pushing me?
I'm not scooting my butt.
There is footage on my Instagram that happened outside House of Fags when the night that I got in the fight and why I don't like it, why we have differing feelings. But I did have a great show, like a live show of two people that were going at it. And if you want to see that, it's on my Instagram under what's it under? Street Sightings. Street Sightings.
Well,
and you
go.
see the amazing that it was incredible. Have you seen it?
A little, no, not really. You just told me about it.
I feel like I want to share
I
it.
I can't sit any longer in this position.
Okay, so we're gonna need to. We just made an hour,
know,
guys.
that's why, yeah.
We did it. Thank you. I'm gonna share my European wax, guys. You got to get Brazilians if you want girls to suck your dick.
That's right, gang.
Okay. That's what you're going to do. I'm going to go here. I have a link. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to bring it over
I don't
here.
even know what to say about that.
And about what?
Just the whole setup of that ad there.
Why?
I don't know. It didn't speak to me.
It didn't? Well, you've gotten it done.
No, I know.
Haven't you?
But not if I'm just saying that ad didn't motivate me.
Okay. So tell me before, well, I wanted to get the link up. I don't know if it's clickable, but please click on the link. If you're going to go get a Brazilian, which means that they're going to wax your whole cock. They're going to get the balls. They're going to get in between your ass. And
they're going to touch your whole private parts.
And it's going to hurt a little bit.
It's going to hurt a lot of it.
But it's quick.
It depends on who you have doing it. No, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. But you know what? It's worth it. I'm not going to lie. Every woman,
first time's the worst.
Every woman I've shown it to, every woman I've shown it to since I started doing it has been impressed.
So you showed those girls from the street. Not only that, is there more to that story?
No.
And I said to those girls, "Hey, by the way, I'm way hotter and my dick is way bigger."
Oh, and I just got it waxed.
And I just got it waxed by Sandra, and she was super hot. And I'm away from my girlfriend, and I'm on shrooms. So you could have had me, but now you can't. And now I'm gonna go home to my hot girlfriend because I realized you're dumb and you're not wearing open-toe shoes. And I like open-toe shoes on girls. And the Hudson News and Time to Kill. And I want to play them. And then no, I won't. I'll just talk about Time to Kill. All right, because you want to go. So say your goodbye.
Bye. Peace.